Yeah, Weege show here. I'm originally from New Jersey, and the idea that motocross was happening pre-season in Southern California to me was always this foreign dream. Like, I know what's going on out there somewhere, but I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it smells like. Well, I kind of take for granted the fact that I do get to experience that now, so why not share that with you folks? I am partying in Temecula. I'm in Temecula. This is as close to the heart of it as you can get, and I'm gonna give you a little tour. That is the KTM North America headquarters there, but that's just a start. We are in one block, one cul-de-sac, and you will not believe how much motocross stuff is here and how much scrambling is going on, because we are 1 week away from when everyone gets to Houston, which will be next Thursday, and then it'll be racing probably about a week from Saturday. So this is the last week for everyone to work. So that's KTM's headquarters there. To the left, that's the Husqvarna building. I'll show you that later. Then KTM and Husqvarna expanded. Those buildings weren't enough, so they've also moved to these buildings across the street. My buddy Tom Moen, who's a part of the media department, a lot of those folks work in this building. This is a training center where dealers can get trained, but there is racing connection. Again, this was right across the street from the KTM HQ, which is where the race shop is. All the way down at the end, that's where the Rocky Mountain ATV MC KTM team works. Now you can see some of the Gas teams. This is their off-road team, Coastal Racing. Gas moving in here. The TLD Gas Red Bull team that races Supercrosses, obviously in the big KTM building. And then what do we have here? Muck Off. Yeah, the Muck Off Honda team. Justin Brayton rides for that team, and that's why I ended up over here, because I saw this rig and then I'm like Toucan Sam. I just started floating because I had a sense that Justin Brayton might be around. He was actually riding today. This is their rig. Again, this is right across the street from KTM. Also a shop for the Muck Off Honda team. Also a shop for BarX Suzuki, who's now Suzuki's 250 program. And why are they here? Because that guy, Twisted Development, Jamie Ellis, best motor builder going right now. He's got all the big clients. So Twisted Development is here. And then we were washing Justin Brayton's bike.
Justin Brayton.
Oh, you got Brayton on the phone.
Right,
what's up? Hey, JB, I'm shooting a video, so just talk loud.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, he's got to switch to speakerphone. Yeah. So this is Duff. He's working on JB's bike.
JB, you're on Weege's GoPro right now.
Weege, what's happening?
How are you feeling today? How was it?
Oh, dude, it was glorious. It was amazing.
Ripping?
Muck Off Honda is just working fantastic.
Okay, how are we looking for Houston? Taking the win?
At least, yeah. I mean, are we taking 3 wins or?
Oh, 3 wins. I like it.
3 wins. Yeah, there's a couple practice sessions, a heat race, main event, and then yeah.
Yeah, should we win everything or just?
It's like our own version of a triple crown. It's 3 different nights, and we're gonna win all 3.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm in the heart of it. Justin Brayton. All right, get back to Duff. Duff's working on the bike. Thanks, guys. That is in the heart of it. So that's Brayton's mechanic. They're working on the bike that he was testing today. This is the testing box van. And then Twisted Development. So all those bikes are customer bikes for Twisted. They do a lot of the engine work for a lot of the teams and a lot of customers as well. So those are their customer bikes. And in this shop in here, this is the Muck Off Honda team. Penrite Honda is what they used to be known as. That's that team in there. And then further down here is that BarX Suzuki team, which I said is now Suzuki's 250 squad. Well, see the crates of Suzuki's? So that's the BarX team. There's Larry Brooks. Hi, Larry Brooks.
Hello.
Am I allowed to come in here, or is there top secret stuff?
Absolutely.
Bro, I'm just shocked. I had no idea that, like, there's all this KTM and then across the street is all this stuff.
Yeah.
Gosh, and what are you doing?
Putting clamps together.
You do it all.
I had to bore the clamps. Yeah. I like.
You're a machine guy too?
No.
Oh.
But I had the machine
You
guy
had
do it, and
you
I
had
just do the
Oh, okay.
The maintenance, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, so Muck Off Honda, Rocky Mountain ATV MC KTM, BarX Suzuki, all across the street from KTM. WP is right over there, right?
Yeah, right
WP is right over there. So we're right in the heart of it. I'll come back in a bit, but I gotta continue this tour. Good luck, LB. Hey, you're back in Soupy. Back in Supercross.
Hey, I never thought it would happen.
I know. We tried to stop you. The world tried to stop
And
you.
honestly,
Yeah.
I forgot how much work it was.
Oh. The scramble before Houston this year, but the scramble before Anaheim.
Yeah.
You probably didn't miss maybe that part.
No.
No, it's a lot of work.
That's the worst part of it.
Yes. But you're gonna be pumped to be at the races, I know.
For sure.
Okay, so that's Larry Brooks. This is the WP building over here. So we got a Honda team, a Suzuki team, right across from the Husqvarna and KTM teams. And what's really interesting is to come here this time of year. There's a difference with the schedule I had not accounted for. See the WP rig, so that's the KTM and gas Husqvarna suspension HQ right there. What I had not accounted for with this schedule is normally everyone gets a little redo. They go to Anaheim and then they just go back to the shop and they have their test track at their disposal, and more importantly, they can restock the race rig. They don't really have to leave cross country with the race rig until usually around 4, 5, something like that. The team rigs are all getting loaded up right now, and they are not coming back to California at all until Supercross is over. Maybe Lucas Oil Pro Motocross is going to open in California. I don't know. They haven't announced their schedule yet. I know you all think I have the inside scoop. I don't. But the bottom line is between now and May, the race rigs are not coming back to California. So the scramble to get ready every season this time of year is gnarly. It's gnarlier this year because parts are harder to get due to the problem with COVID, getting stuff made, getting stuff imported, and then also the good problem where a lot of stuff's just sold out. And then in addition, they have to have more parts built up earlier because they need to have these race rigs ready to go, and they are, again, not coming back. So down there, that's one of the 2 Rockstar Husqvarna semis. And I talked to Big Wave Dave, who's the truck driver, former truck driver of the year, I believe, Big Wave Dave. He's getting the rig ready right now today because they're all going to leave Sunday morning is when a lot of these rigs leave. 7 a.m. Sunday morning, I heard, is when the caravan begins. What's up?
How are you?
This is good. It's just too good. I got to take a tour, dude.
I like it.
Yeah, this is the heart of it. I'm going to get run over. See ya. So the race rigs are all rolling out on Sunday, and what's going to happen for the rest of the season is a whole lot of shipping, parts back and forth. I had not accounted for the fact that, you know, after Anaheim, if he didn't have the rig fully ready, if he didn't have it fully stocked, if he didn't have enough parts, they're just back here at the shop the Sunday after Anaheim, and then maybe they go to Phoenix and they come back and then they race Anaheim too. They don't have that luxury. So it is always a scramble every year this time of year for all these teams. But for me, I've always said, like, I don't know what it really looks like. I know they're out there somewhere, and I'm very fortunate in my position that I've actually been able to learn it. So why not show you folks what this California lifestyle is like as we get the Supercross fever before the season. So this is the KTM building. The doors there on the side, that brings you right into the race shop. Casey Lytle, what's up? All right, so they're scrambling in there. That's where the KTM, Red Bull KTM race shop and the Troy Lee Designs Red Bull Gas team shop is. Obviously, this is Husqvarna, and they got their rigs right here. Watch out, I'm gonna get run over. Guys, like, why would someone be in the middle of the street carrying a GoPro? Who would shoot that, and more importantly, who would watch that? So while I'm mentioning all these teams, it's probably fair to say that the Weege Show is brought to you by Honda and the all-new CRF 450R. I made sure I had some vans parked between myself and the KTM Husqvarna headquarters while I'm pumping up how good the Honda is. The 2021 CRF 450R is all new, lighter weight, better handling, faster. Put your competition on notice every time you roll to the gate. That's why life's better on a Honda. Thanks for their support of our show. So Big Wave Dave is getting his rig ready right now to roll out on Sunday. This is Marvin Muscan's motorhome here. And then the next Rockstar Husqvarna rig is right over there. And again, they'll be headed out. And I'm just gonna go a little bit further to get you to the other parking lot. A little known factor in the rise of KTM and Husqvarna is a company called Kiska. They're a design firm that's pretty well integrated with KTM and Husky. How well integrated? They have offices inside this Husqvarna building. It's a design firm. I don't really know myself where the line is drawn between what the KTM group develops as far as the looks and the design and how much Kiska does. I don't know what the connection is. They each do something. But anyway, they're pretty integral to the building, to the brand, and to the success that they've had. So Kiska offices are also in here as well. That's pretty important. And this is it. This is the final parking lot. This is the Husqvarna side and the Kiska side. And then if you go to the end of the block there and turn right, you will get to RD Field. You can see down there is the rigs. I think that might be for the KTM Junior Supercross Challenge. A couple of Sprinter vans that are there for test riders, but they don't have to go far to test. If you go to the end of the block here, you can get to RD Field, which is the Supercross test track that KTM has built, Roger DeCoster Field. And they also have a trials course and an endurocross track built there. You've seen that in the back of some of the videos. This part's gonna be boring because I'm just walking, but I just wanna show you how close everything is. And it's really crazy. Mathis has made that joke about partying in Temecula, but it really gives you a sense of where Temecula is on the grand scale. Also on the other side of the highway, I'd say 15 minutes from here, that's Star Racing's shop. There's so much that's going on right here. It's a little further for the bigger manufacturers. Kawasaki's race shop is inside their HQ. I took a tour of that last year. They have a really cool heritage museum. That's further away. It's a really nice spot, but you know, for KTM and Husky, they can have a track here in Temecula. They said it took 5 years to get all the red tape cleared to make that happen. It's not gonna happen where Cali is. It's in a really nice area, but they're not gonna build a Supercross track there. But that's part of the SoCal empire for sure. Yamaha is in Cypress. The street is called Cypress. It's called Cypress, but it's very close to Anaheim, actually, where Yamaha's headquarters are. And the way that works is Star Racing's 450 effort works out of that Yamaha building. And then Star Racing's 250 effort works out of the existing Star building, which is here in Temecula. Honda's pretty far. They're in Torrance. That's really far from here. Pretty much anyone who switches over and starts working for Honda is like, man, that commute, it's a lot. Well, it's probably a lot better in COVID days because the roads are much more clear. And in fact, I would have left here already to go to my flight from LAX, but I don't have to because everybody said that the flights aren't so, or the traffic isn't so bad. So I'll make my flight. Allows me to shoot this video. Oh, look at that. 7. How about that? Yeah. The James Stewart gear brand. That's cool. So again, right here, partying in Temecula. And I've almost made the uphill walk to the RD Field and the test track that was buzzing today. I had the Gas team intro. I had Justin Barsha and Michael Mosman riding the Supercross track. So it is a Southern California dream. I've always wondered what it was like when the teams were grinding and the riders were grinding out here, getting ready, getting the rigs packed, normally to just drive right down the street to Anaheim, but now they got to hit the road to Houston. And it's something that you don't want to take for granted if you're someone like me who's followed this sport his entire life. And the preseason is always so hot, right? It's always so, man, I wonder what's going on. I can't wait. What's happening? Can I get any info? Can I get any news? I know stuff's going out there somewhere, but I can't see it. The racing season is different, right? Because we feel like the majority of the big moments we actually do get to see. There's stuff during the week when they're riding, but the big stuff happens on the racetrack. We don't get anything right now. We just hope and wait for information. And you just know this is the place where it's happening. Now, the majority of the Supercross test tracks are in Corona, California, which is the next town up. It was a bit of a game changer for KTM to get this track built here in Temecula. And I'll just go up to the fence right here. Should I destroy the vegetation or should I walk to the actual gate? I guess I'll walk to the gate. Guys, hang with me. So I'm wondering what's going to happen there. The test track's in Corona. It's actually land that's owned by Jeff Ward's father-in-law. Unfortunately, turns out he passed in 2020. So sad news there. But I don't know how that's going to affect that land for those test tracks going forward. But that's when the majority of the test tracks are. And KTM itself still has one there in Corona. And then now we're at the gate for the track. Kawasaki is the one that sticks out. They have a track in that Corona area where everybody else does, but they also have a track right off the highway. It's crazy. You drive right by it and you see Adam Cianciarulo and Eli Tomac putting in motos. It was actually the Monday after Anaheim last year. I was driving down here for a meeting and I drive by and I'm like, Eli Tomac's riding. So I actually pulled off the side of the road and visited. All right, I made it up here. This is RD Field. This is the test track. The buildings we were talking about are over on this side. They're watering the track, clearly ready for some more riding tomorrow. It's a strange time of year for these riders and teams, not just the packing and the stress and all that. For the riders, the great Justin Brayton was telling me that this is where it gets a little dangerous because everyone's going for that final 10th. You know, there's no more base training. There's no real testing at this point. Everybody's kind of where they need to be. This is that last point where everybody starts saying, have I done enough? Am I fast enough? Have I ridden enough? Can I get an extra 10th? And dudes start pushing, and that gets a little dangerous. Watering the track right here. Now, actually, Justin Barsha today said he had almost done too much riding and too much training, and Roger DeCoster actually came up and said, you need to back it down a little bit. As Barsha said, he felt like he was starting to really peak and feel really, really good last week, almost too much. And he's trying to convince himself to back it down a little bit, but it's hard this time of year. There's stress, there's pressure, there's a lot of organizational tasks that have to be taken care of to get those rigs ready to go on the road for 5 months. But it's what we all live for. This time of year, Southern California, getting ready to bring Supercross to you. And I'm glad I got to bring it to you too, here on the Weege Show. Enjoy a nice Pacific sunset. We'll see you at the races real soon.